Hello, my name's Tom. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about news, reviews and rides going on in the PV community. On this episode we've got the absolute animal of the e-skate world. Let's have a look at the Bioboard Plutonium 2. So let's check this out. Right, okay, so let's get ourselves looking inside the box what we've got. Now before I want to get ourselves started, I'll say there's loads and loads of this lovely bubble wrap, so that's really nice to see. Usual thing with boards like this, with the larger boards, nothing too spectacular. The packaging side of things seems to be a nice large brown box. So take the packaging out and check out this board. Right. First initial thought straight away is I can see they've updated the deck straight away. It's no longer like this teardrop design. Let's just have a look at what we've got in the box and we'll go from there. So we've got some Bioboard stickers, which is nice. We've got a sticker here from eSkate Freedom. No, you won't get this. This was from the previous reviewer. And also we've got another Bioboard sticker as well. This one's in a white, I like that. So I'm just going to move the stickers to the side 1 second. We've also got the remote. We'll look at that in more detail in a second. And then finally, we've got, which I presume is the charger. And we'll see if we get a UK charger this time. So we need to always guess if we've got a charger. But let's just have a look at the board in more detail and get it out of the box. Right, so as you can see, I'm in a different outfit, no more beard. Mostly because unfortunately I've had to shoot this first impression side of things, because unfortunately when I recorded it was completely out of focus. So we're going to talk about the board in more detail now. Right, so let's talk about some of the specs of this absolute weapon of a board. Now this is the most powerful board that we've ever had on the channel by miles. Now let's first talk about power. If we're talking about the enormous power of this board. So first of all, this board has a peak output watt hour of power over 21,000 watts of power. Now let's sink in. 21,000. Now bearing in mind something like the Evolve GTR has 3,000 and the brand new Evolve Hayden has 6,000 watts of power. This has over 21,000, and the reason why that is, we've got the massive motors on this board. Now we've got these motors which are 65-100 motors. The KV, I will look at because I'm not sure to make, is 138 KV. So quite a low KV, but with that larger motor, you're going to get really good acceleration and top speed. And with the four-wheel drive element, this thing is an absolute monster. Now talking about the motors and the gearing of the board, it is a four-wheel drive board, as I've said before. However, now we've got a new gearing system, which has full metal gears on the board. So every board has metal gears on all the wheels in relation to the gear drive system. So that shows you it's going to be really good longevity and performance of the board over a long space of time. Now that's a really good thing to see. Another thing as well, with the hub system, now it's easier to swap your wheels if you have any issues in the future. Now for me, one thing early days in gear drives, that is if you had a flat or any issue, it'd be an absolute mission to put this board, to take it apart and put a new wheel on the board or replacing an inner tube. Now with this, simply you've got 5, let me look at this here, yeah, 5 internal screws, and then the whole wheel comes off. Now the reason why that's really good as well, this board is not only an absolute weapon, it's actually a 2-in-1 board. So I'm going to talk about that now. So as I was saying, yeah, this board is a 2-in-1 board. So not only have you got the massive Kendra 8-inch off-road tyres for that really like sticky kind of off-road, all-terrain setup, you can put these on them, which are the Talkboard wheels. Now these wheels are absolutely gigantic. They're 110mm, so you can turn this 4-wheel drive monster into a street conversion kit. All you simply need is this small part here, and the bearings obviously in the kit as normal. Simply put this into the drive in the back, and simply 5 nuts, and then you simply swap out the wheels and you have a street conversion kit. Now that is extremely impressive. I can't wait. I still haven't tried this yet. I can't wait to try to see what that's like. So a couple other features I want to talk about as well. The hubs are extremely nice. Now they're designed by Moon, based here in the UK. Now I think it's a really nice clean design, and I'm loving seeing more and more boards with this metal hub design. It gives it a really nice look to the board. Also as well, we also have the DeVega. Now the DeVega is a telemetry system on top of your board, which basically tells you the statistics of your ride. So it can tell you how much battery you've got left, your range, your speed, and also your kind of like history as well. Another small thing as well, it can tell about maintenance as well. So if you do like a gear drive clean maintenance and you're not sure when the last time you did that, you can actually look back in your DeVega, update it, and it will tell you the last time you've updated the board in relation to maintenance. You've got this new deck design where it's no longer that teardrop design. It's quite balanced and even with that really nice rough grip tape as well. Another thing I'd like to talk about as well is that the enclosure has been updated as well. So I'm just going to flip this over now. Now this sticker actually is the old design. When you get your board, it will be a new design on your board. Now we've got this new enclosure here. It's a very nice thin enclosure. Now it is obviously a larger enclosure for the gear drive. However, before we had that nice, well I say nice, I didn't really like it. This kind of big bulge in the stomach of the board. It didn't really look aesthetically pleasing. I think it's because it's double stacked in relation to the battery configuration. Now we've got a nice even design as well on this board now, so it's nice and clean, nice and slick. Obviously got dual motor controller. Now that one is exclusive to Bioboard, which is pushing some insane amps, which I will put down below here. I don't know the specs off the top of my head, but that will be there. As well, also they've improved the hanger. Now one thing I said on my previous review is that the turning was very difficult on the Bioboard. Now I just put it down to 4-wheel drive. It's only 4-wheel drive I had ridden at that point. Since I've been trying other boards as well, I know that's not necessarily the case, but the new hanger design for the Bioboard is a really nice design. Another thing I want to mention as well, talk about the maintenance and upkeep of your board. You've also got this plug and play design for your motor cable. So all you need to do now if you have any issues is obviously disassemble the gears and take the motor off. You can simply unplug the motor, so it's a nice, quick and convenient design. We've got the bushings as well as normal. Everything's bespoke to Bioboards. We've got the titanium screws, which are really nice quality. And basically, I just can't get enough of how sleek and stylish this board is. I think they've really refined this board for this market. Now, just before we spin the board up, we'll have a look at some of the accessories. Right, so the first accessory I would like to talk about is the charger. Now, one thing for me, we've had some chargers before, absolutely massive chargers. Now, I would say as a consumer, you should always expect that you're always going to have a fan base in your charger if you want significant charging styles. Also as well, the charger is a 10 amp charger. Now that is quite a high charger, so I would personally, an 8 amp charger would be fine, but this is going to give you really good charging speeds, and it's big, but it's not ridiculously big where you're not going to take this on a group ride. So this is going to be in sync with the battery. Now the battery on this board is a new design. It's now a 12S 8P 21700 cell configuration. Now another thing I said in my previous video is that the 12S 6P was okay on the Bioboard Plutonium 1, but it just needed a little bit more with the gear drive system. Now that pushes up another two parallels. So now with those extra 24 cells, it's going to give you some really good ranges. Now we will be taking this board out for a range test and see what it can really do. But sneak peek, I've actually had a little go on this already and it is an absolute monster of a board. Next thing we'll look at is the remote. Now just one thing before I get going, they do give you some I Heart Bioboard stickers as well. Why not? So you've got the Hoyt Puck. Now if you've looked at any other videos on my channel, you'll know I absolutely love this remote. By far the best remote that you can get for any e-skateboard. I've seen some other prototype boards out there with similar designs, but the Hoyt Puck is well known as a reliable source on the board. Now obviously it's good, so it's left hand and right hand. Got a nice green design as well, so that's a really nice aesthetically pleasing element as well. So all I guess you're waiting for now is to spin this up and see what it sounds like. I'm telling you, it's an absolute monster. Before I even spin it up, if you can hear the clicking of the metal on metal gear drives, listen to this. It's just got that kind of like Mad Max crazy kind of grunt to it. I love it. Right, so I'm going to hold this down. So I've turned it on, got a green power switch as well, which I absolutely love. Now this thing is really loud. So let's just get this started. So I was going to pair it to the board. So it's in pairing mode now. Turn the board off. It's off. Now turn it on. And with that beep, you know that your remote is instantly connected. Right, so you have to hold this thing down because it is really loud. So it's going to just give it a little. Right, so that's just a little taste. Right, so be ready for this. And that's what a Bioboard Plutonium sounds like. Yeah, it is terrifyingly loud. Terrifyingly loud. But yeah, so that's the Bioboard Plutonium 2, and I've had a little go on it already, and it is a weapon of a board. Now, if you want to see more about the Bioboard Plutonium 2, tune in for next week where we're going to take it out for its first ride. We've got some footage of that and basically see what this board can really do. But anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more content. It comes out on a weekly basis, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.